All right, what is going on, guys? Hopefully, you guys are having an awesome day. So, quick e-tour update. Might as well do that while we're in it. I do have it on subscriber only chat, just because this time I'm going to talk. You guys are going to listen. If subscribers want to chime in, well, you've earned that right. Everybody else, just listen. But first, let's do an e-tour update. Let's talk about my round. So I played it off stream. Phenomenal round. Phenomenal, but disappointing. I shot 17 under. Could have been ridiculously good score. I mean, ridiculously good. I shot 11 under on the front. Hold out on 5, eagled 6. Had really good wins. I just had good wins. Like, sometimes it comes down to luck, and I had good wins. I think there was only one hole I had a bad win, and I got a tailwind on 2, and I made the putt. So, literally, I think that was literally the only bad win I had. Ended up pulling out on 5 with my wedge, eagled 6, birdied out the front for 11 under, birdied 10, so I was 12 under through 10. Back 9, the winds got rough. They got pretty bad. 11, I had a straight right to left, like 17 to 19 or something like that. And I just played it. I played it extremely safe. I mean, worst case, we par that hole. We're still 12 under through 11. So I played it super, super safe. Extremely safe. Yo, Cloud, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Am I going to play the Superstore tournament again? We might. But anyway. So yeah, I 11 under on the front. Birdie 10, parred 11, but I played it like stupid safe. I mean, stupid safe. Like edge of the green, and I think I pulled it too. I had like a 50-footer. I mean, it was awful. Ended up 2-putting, just lagged it up there to like 3-4 feet. And then 12, I had a left to right wind, and I hit the tree on my tee shot. I dinged it, hit the tree. I'm like, holy shit. I forgot you could even hit that tree. Like, it's been so long since I've had that wind on that hole. I didn't even think about it. Like, I just lined up, hit my tee shot, and I was playing really quick. Like, I was in the zone. I was moving real quick. Smacked the tree, ended up 40-50 rough. Had to hit a punch hybrid out to like 200 and some yards in. Hit a 3-iron in. Made like the 8-footer. So, got pretty lucky. Ended up parring that hole. 13, hit a good shot, made birdie. 14, what the hell's 14? 14, yes. 14 hit a good shot, hit it to like 4 feet, used the ridge, made birdie. 15, I had to hit a 3-wood in. My driver, I got short drove really bad, and I had a 3-wood in. I had like a 17-mile-an-hour headwind, and I missed a hair late, and it just did what the 3-wood does, and it went flying way offline. So I went 40-50 rough, pitched it to like 3 feet. I don't know. It was a good pitch. Made par, birdied 16, 17, 18 for 17 under. So, this is a good 17 under, don't get me wrong, but a little sour on the back 9. Shooting 6 under on the back didn't feel too good, but some of it's wind dependent. All right, so let's talk about the trolls. All right, you're going to see some trolls in here, like this guy. Like, no one cares. Yeah, so unfortunately, we're going to ban that guy, but hey, thanks for using that Twitch Prime sub on me. Much appreciated. Anyway, let's talk about all the shit that went down this weekend. So I'm going to go into detail. You might agree, you might disagree. I'm going to give you my thoughts, okay? All I know is that guy just paid $5 to say one word. We'll take it. If anybody else will do that, feel free. Sub and I'll ban you. That's easy. I still get the money. All right, so the whole coaching thing, right? And I know Joe was on his stream, people were bashing and all this stuff. How about it? It's a free country. Wherever you are, I don't care if you're Canadian, Italian, whatever. You want to say anything about people, I guess it's fine. But to me, well, let's talk about it. So I think Marshall had a shot. I'm trying to remember. I wasn't paying attention. I was in an alt shot with some folks. Marshall had a shot, and if this isn't exactly correct, don't chest. I'm just trying to give a synopsis. I don't exactly remember it. Something about Marshall had a 30-40 shot in his E-Tour round, right? And he said something about, I don't know, it was like, I'm thinking about hitting this or whatever. Like I said, I don't recall the specifics of it. And I think he said, like, Josh, what do you think? And Josh was like, yeah, something about like maybe take a spin off or something. So then he hits a shot. Well, so then Walk of Life goes into this like freak out mode. Oh my God, the only reason I lost is because Josh was coaching and I'm playing against Josh and Josh is hitting all these shots. Well, that wasn't the case. You can believe me or not, I went into the Discord room last night to watch because I saw Chris Crosby was playing and Marshall. They're playing at the same time. They're muted and they're like, they can't hear you, right? So everything's off. They're just showing their screen. But you could say whatever you wanted in the Discord. Nobody could hear you. There was a couple people in there. There was Thunderbird, Boyette, and somebody else. I can't remember who. But I sat in there and watched their entire round. Everybody was muted. There wasn't a word said. The only thing that was said was by Boyette. He came in. He said, hey, I just made my putt on 18. I shot a nice, I think it was like 56. And I said, hey, Boyette, great round, man. That's awesome. And that's it. Everybody went back on mute. So I watched Crosby's whole round. He had a beautiful round going. He shot 8 under on the front. It was great. I'm like, ooh, this dude's playing well. But they play slow. Marshall and Chris Crosby are very, very slow. Like, extremely methodical. Like, 10 minutes per putt. Literally. I mean, it's a long time. They look over every shot, every putt. It's extremely methodical. They're using spreadsheets. Okay? So, this brought me to the point of coaching. How do you define coaching? If I give you a spreadsheet, and it is my spreadsheet, which a lot of people have, and it tells you how hard to hit a putt, that is not your intellectual thought. It's mine. Let's be honest. So, therefore, am I coaching you? I would say loosely yes, right? I technically told you how hard to hit that putt. Or if you have my distance spreadsheet, I told you, or if you have Joe's, I told you what an 85% punch full backspin goes. I told you how to calculate what that distance is. You didn't do that. I did. So, in my opinion, I coached you, right? And Pimmings, well, I banned him from my channel. And what he said was completely false. He said, if anybody disagree, I messaged him privately and said, hey, it's not cool that you're in there bashing Josh. Like, I didn't like it. So then he took that and he goes back to Joe, messaged him, like a little snake or whatever. And says, they're going to ban everybody that's talking shit. No, man, I think you guys know, like, you can have an opinion in my channel. We can agree to disagree. I'm fine with that. That's diversity of thought. That's not a bad thing, right? That's how we progress. But I'm not the person where it's like, this is my way, this is my belief, I'm not going to change it. No, you can sway me with facts and good thought. I can be swayed to think something else, right? And that's through having those discussions, to agree to disagree. It's a good thing. It's not bad. Anyway, I'm on a diatribe here. I'm frustrated. I've been frustrated all weekend. So all that happens and Joe assumes that Josh is playing for Chris Crosby. It's the only way he beat me. I looked at his score history. I looked at this. I looked at that. Right? So I'm going to fucking watch this round. Like, I want to know what's going on. Not a word was said. Crosby's 8 under through 10. He looks at the reverse camera on 10 and he steps away or something like that and he comes back because it took a while. It was like 5 minutes in that back camera. He accidentally puts it in as a tailwind because he's looking at the wrong camera. So obviously it was a headwind, but the reverse camera would obviously show it as the opposite, which I've done a handful of times, more than I'd like to admit. So he hits it in the water, and then he gets frustrated, and he played pretty poorly on the back because of that. Like, it got to him. Like, you could tell he got real shook. So my point is, dude shot 8 under on the front. He was playing, and this is what I try to tell Joe. This guy literally spent 8 to 9 hours on Thursday practicing. Him and Marshall. They were practicing. If I was being coached and I had Josh or whoever coaching me, I'm not going to spend fucking 8 to 9 hours practicing that day. You know what I mean? I'm just not going to. If I know I have like one of the best players coaching me, what am I going to do that for? I wouldn't. So that stuff really bothers me. But my point is, the people that are complaining are the people that have done shit that is technically illegal in this game. But right now, this benefits them, right? It aids to their benefit. So therefore, now it's wrong. But it's technically not. I saw this coming a long time ago, guys. back when this is last year, I literally was like, this could be an issue. Like, and I want to know the answer. Right? So what happened? A streamer was streaming their E-Tour around and people were telling them what to hit in the chat. And one of these people that was telling them exactly what to hit is one of the people that are like complaining. Oh, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is ethically wrong. It was that person. That's what actually spurred this on. I got multiple messages from people like, this ain't right. You know what I mean? Like, they're telling them what to hit in the chat. So I went to WGT with it. Like, hey, what are your guys' thoughts on this? Right? And it's all, I have screenshots. I sent them to Joe. Just so, like, hey, and like I told him, I understand how you feel. If you think it's an issue, by all means, bring it up with WGT. Completely understand. You know, that's your right. Here's the screenshots and conversations I had with them already last year. Literally last year. Because I foresaw this could be an issue. So, and their response was, it's legal, right? And they said it's no different than using a spreadsheet. In our opinion, it's the same about using a spreadsheet. So you can agree to disagree on it, right? And I'm not saying it's right. I understand both sides of the story. And I'm not saying I'm a huge advocate, like, oh, it's perfectly fine. I understand the ethical piece of it. But is it illegal in this game? 100% not. It's not. So you can't argue with that. It's no different than using rulers and all the other aids that people use. It's an aid, right? As long as they're not physically hitting the shot. I don't know. I mean, it's such a gray area. And like I said, it's not that I'm 100% like, oh, you guys are, you know, this is bullshit. I understand where you're coming from with it. I do. But you also have to understand that it's technically not illegal, right? And Josh telling him, yeah, you know, that's good, or take one, take off. So is telling something what to hit in an actual E-Tour event? You can't do it in an actual E-Tour event, but there's rules. There's a subset of rules, because how would you do that? Right? It doesn't say technically that they can't, but you can't have an earpiece in. You can't talk to anybody else except your opponent, right? You can't use a mobile or any electronic devices. You can't use a spreadsheet, right? You can't use a ruler. You can use a calculator and a pen and a paper. But that's in the rules, right? But that's in the qualifier. If you look at the rules, that's for the actual event, not the qualifier. Two different rules. There's the other side, Stuart, right? Everyone's like, it's not right, it's golf. Well, there's another argument. And you can go down so many alleys, right? It's a pro golfer has a caddy, okay? Again, it's not that I'm advocating, but I think we need to be pragmatic and see both sides. And we should not do it during someone's round. My point is, okay, and you might be right. Is it illegal? Is it illegal? According to the game, no. There's a subset of rules that says you can't do it during the actual event. It does not say that during the qualifier. It does not. And that's why I specifically reached out to WGT to get clarification on that. Last year, mind you. Because someone messaged me that they were seriously concerned about it. And they said, hey, can you look into this? I said, yeah, absolutely. Right? I think that's fair. Let's find out the answer, because they were concerned. So I did. Right? So to me, and to your point, Teshman, if you're using a spreadsheet, what's the difference? Right? It's unless you created it and it's entirely 100% you're being coached by some other person. You just are. It's not you that came up with the formulas and the math behind it. Someone did it for you and you're typing it in. So every shot that you hit in the E-Tour using a spreadsheet that was not your own was someone coaching you. If you want to get down to the nitty-gritty details. Please, team, you don't think it's right to do this? I personally, God's honest truth, I don't care. But I'm at a different level than most people, right? I don't give a shit. If you want Josh to caddy against me and go up against me, I don't care, because personally I feel like I'm good enough where I'll beat you anyway, right? I don't mind. That's just my personal opinion, but I get how some people were offended by it. But that instance was Josh saying, I would go one tick up. And Marshall played his freaking round, right? So if Josh gave him one shot, now do we know he didn't cover all of them? No, we can't say 100% certain. I mean, I can, but obviously there's going to be some people who are like, well, I wasn't there. Maybe he did every single shot with him. And he didn't. And it's not commonplace, is my point. That was like literally a one-off situation. And people were just grasping at straws and expanding it to where Josh is just sitting in a fucking Discord room all day coaching everybody. You know what I mean? And that's not the case. And what pisses me off, so the whole part of this that pisses me off is that Chris Crosby, Marshall, Danny, Blair, all these guys that have been busting their ass for like 2-3 weeks, literally busting their ass practicing, they just feel like their rounds meant nothing because people think that they cheated somehow. And that's bullshit for them. That really fucking sucks for them. And that's the part that makes me mad, is that they worked very, very hard. And we're a teaching club. That's what we do. Like, we help people. If you have questions, we answer. So my other point is, and I was thinking about this as well, if I'm in a Discord with somebody, and Brian, obviously you're an advocate for the other way. So would you God's truth tell me if they said, Brian, I got this shot in the E-Tour, and this is an example. I got this shot, Brian. You're in here with me. What do you think about this, man? You think that's a good number? Are you really going to say, I'm sorry, that's ethically incorrect. I can't help you with that. Would that be your response to a country club mate that you talk to every single day? Would it? To a stranger? I get it. But the fact that that's a friend, like, you spend a lot of time with your country club people, especially Josh. He's a nice guy. You would not say anything. He said, Brian, I need help. You would just literally not say a word. Again, I'm not advocating one way or the other, and I know it sounds like I am. My point is, try to see both sides, right? That's how you get clarity. At least try to view it from the other side. And if you still feel that way, that's fine. But don't just say, hey, it's this way because that's what I believe, right? These same people that are saying this, they sell balls. You know what's illegal in this game? Selling balls. It's in the rules. So tell me how now it's convenient because you feel something's ethically incorrect, but you do something that is literally illegal in the terms and services of this game. How is that ethically correct? That's what I want to know. You're literally violating the terms and services of the game. But this person's doing something that's technically not illegal, but you feel like it's ethically illegal. So, pot calling kettle. Some of that. Not everybody. Some people. I don't know. So that's the discussion I want to have on that. You see it how you want. I mean, my point is this. I'm not in here to cause drama. I don't want to cause drama. I don't want to be dramatic, right? It's a game. I want to have fun. And if you can't be in here because you feel like that, then that's fine. Then don't be in here. But if you come in here and try to start drama and try to be a troll, I will ban you. I don't care who you are. I don't care how long you've been a sub, right? Joe said he's doing it for the money. Dude, I make nothing from Twitch. So it has nothing to do with monetary. Trust me. If you were to average out what I make to an hourly rate, which I did last night after he said that, because I laughed, it's 33 cents an hour. It's 33 cents an hour. Yeah, big bucks, boys. Big bucks. You take all the hours I streamed, divided by how much I made, 33 cents an hour. Big fucking dollars here, right? Like, can't afford to lose that. So my point is, it's to the moon. I'm investing it all in Dogecoin. It's okay to disagree, and we can have really intellectual conversations about it, and I'm fine with that. But there's got to be a point where it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, let's move on. And I think Josh has been stressed out all weekend over this, like super stressed out. Chris Crosby was stressed out, right? Because they feel like, well, now my games mean nothing. Like everyone's going to think I'm a cheater and all this stuff. And I feel bad because it affected their rounds. They won't tell you that, but I guarantee you it did. I 100% guarantee you, because I know what's weighing on their minds. And that shit affects how you play. It affected how I played. I had nothing to fucking do with the situation, and it affected me. I lost sleep over it. I felt bad for Josh. Like it happened on my stream. It's my fault, right? So I felt terrible. Yeah, right. It's life-changing money. 33 cents an hour, literally. You figure out how many hours I stream. Like, I'll do the math with you if you don't think. Like, I'll run through. I don't care to tell you how much I make because it's not much. Let's say I stream for an average of 2 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that's actually light. I'd say 20 hours. Yeah, let's say I stream for 20 hours a week, right? An average of 50 weeks a year. It's 1,000 hours a year, which I think I probably did more. Between YouTube and Twitch, I make about $3,000 a year. 3,000. So you take 3,000 divided by 1,000. There you go. So now you guys know. So I've heard Joe say this multiple times that I'm just using this for money. Dude, it's $3,000. Trust me, boys. I do very well for a living. I do extremely well. $3,000 is nothing. Literally. So no, it's not for the money. I do it because I enjoy interacting with you. I enjoy teaching people. My fact and my fear now, I don't want to tell anybody anything. Right? Like, this is my fear. Like, I shouldn't tell anyone how to hit a shot. I shouldn't tell anyone how to putt, pitch, do anything in this game, because what am I doing? I'm fucking coaching you. Right? And I don't want someone coming back on me like, oh, Young 46, the reason why I lost is because he had an opponent playing me in a match play. He came in my chat and typed in, what would you hit in this situation? And he gave it to me. I just coached him. I did. Everyone that's using my spreadsheet right now for putting, for shots, I coached you. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Everyone thinks it was like this expanded thing where Josh is sitting in Discord all day helping people. He's got fucking 22 kids. I mean, I've been in a chat with him. It's chaotic. It's crazy. So, all right, I agree. Time to move on. I'm off my diatribe. But anyway, I needed to get my point out there. That's my thoughts and opinions. I understand both sides. That's what being a good person is all about. It's not just being set on one opinion. Okay, so anyway, all right, I'm taking it off. Let's move on. Let's just drop it. Like, let's have a good time and like enjoy playing WGT. That's all I want to do. I think that's what everybody wants to do. So, yeah, you can chat now, Nima. You can chat now. Hey, let's talk about the bracket real quick. I want to check and see if there's any changes, but right now we've got a really interesting situation brewing. Yeah, let's just stop. If you're in chat right now, stop. We'll just stop talking about it. Let's just cut it off. I don't care what country club you're in. We'll just kill it. I just wanted to say what I had to say, and we'll move on. That's how we just do it. Now, I'm going to talk E-Tour. Jay Smithers, he's in. He's in with a round of, I want to say 55. Great round. Bracket 2, Hans Test won with a 59. Congrats to Hans Test. I won with a 54. Master Hacker with 59. So a really good final round. For that kind of pressure, hats off to him. Because I was literally thinking back to my final round of Congressional last year. I needed a 59 about shit down my freaking leg trying to shoot it. So for him to shoot 59 his first final, very impressive, man. Very, very impressive. I've been very impressed by your game. So you're going to do a lot of good things. And you've not been playing this game very long, so with more time, you're going to be pretty deadly. We got Boyette and Thunderbird, two good matchups, two Cobras going at it. They're playing the waiting game. I think Thunderbirds, they're all going to play later. They're all waiting. F Magnus versus One Irony. I would assume one of them's already played. I know Darren was giving me scores, but he's upset. I get it, but I'm not going to ask him for it. I don't know. If anybody's in their bracket, if you could give me their scores if they played, that would be great. If not, that's okay too. Bracket 7, Chef UF with I think he shot 55 as well. I want to say 55. Marshall Matlock still to play. And then ECC versus Golf X3. That's the Tyson Holyfield heavyweight battle. We don't know scores on that yet. So we don't know what the scores are on that one, but that is going to be, that's just a good matchup. And one that won't be the first time. Won't be the first. Unlucky for Evan. He got really, that's a bad spot right there. You don't want to draw Peyton. That's really shitty to get the 8 seed and then you get Peyton as a reward. Congrats. I'm going to need to bite some ears to have a shot. Do what you got to do. Yeah, it's kind of a nice reward there for getting such a high seed. So that's kind of where we're at with Detour. In terms of the leaderboard, it's tight. It's a tight leaderboard. I can tell you Wofo23 is in first. I'm in second, but just know that I will pull myself off, or I will move it to where I cannot win the prize. So technically, Nima is in second. Sorry, Nima's in second. 3 points behind Wofo. Birchie is in third. 6 points behind Wofo. So something has to happen for him to catch up ground. But there's a lot of good matchups. One I forgot to mention was Brig House versus Rebellion. How did I skip that one? I'm looking. That's going to be a good matchup. Rebellion's already in with a 58, by the way. I'm pretty sure 58. Yeah. So Brig House tends to play a little bit later. He's probably in this chat right now. I don't know. He's on YouTube though. So yeah, that's a good matchup right there. I'm looking forward to that one. So I'm just going to touch on one thing. If you're a mod and you see people being a troll in the Twitch chat, please just ban them. Like, we're just going to go 0 tolerance for the next week or so, because there's going to be ramifications where people are going to come in and they're going to complain, and there's going to be fake accounts. I banned Pimmingswell. I fully expect him to probably come in some other name. That was probably him today. I don't know. But anyway, we're just not going to do it. So a lot of you guys wanted that for a while, but anyway, that's done. All right, so Josh is playing his E-Tour match in, what time is it? 8:50, so 40 minutes? Yeah. He's got his World Cup match. Sorry, I said E-Tour, but World Cup. Playing his World Cup match. So that's kind of cool. I think he'll be the second match. I don't know when mine is. I reached out to my opponent. Obviously, it's Easter. I wouldn't expect him to respond back. But I appreciate everybody tuning in, by the way, on Easter. Hope you guys had a happy Easter and things were very good for you. I want to play like one ready go. I just want to play something. I feel like we should probably play WGT. That is why we're here. But like I said, there's been a lot of negativity. I don't have ill will towards those people that feel like that. Like, I just seriously, I think Joe said some pretty hurtful things. So from that respect, I'm disappointed, right? I'm disappointed, and I don't want to get into this long talk, and please don't give your feedback, but disappointed. But I get other people have different thoughts and opinions, and that's okay. And that's all I'm going to say about that. That's okay. All right. Jeez. What am I hitting here? We are not playing with detour clubs, correct? Yeah, I think these are my clubs. Yeah. These aren't Mavericks. Oh, it feels good. It just feels good to play with my clubs again. It's just like, it's like coming home after a long vacation. Like, oh, it feels so good. Like when you lay in your bed after being in a hotel for a week or something. That's what it feels like. It just feels right. Just feels right again. I'll check for Darren Max score again later. Thank you. That's going to be a really good matchup. I just think, like, yeah, E-Tour clubs do suck. But I'll be honest, I didn't get E-Tour too much. Like, I really didn't. They were pretty good, but I'll tell you, my ding percentage was extremely high on approach shots. When it mattered, well, except for the shot on, there was one shot today that it wasn't good. But other than that, I mean, I was pretty clutch with the dings. Like, I got in the zone on the front, and that is a scary, oof. It's an amazing feeling, but it happened. It's so rare to happen. Like, you hear about it in sports, but Like, I just got in the zone. Like, I was playing lightning fast. I was moving. It was like, I felt like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I just knew, okay, this is what I'm hitting. This is the wind aim. It's going to do this. Let's go hit the ding. And then it was like, bam. And it just, I was laser focused. And then the back nine, I lost it. As quickly as I went into the zone, I went out of it. Just that fast. Still played well. I mean, I had some bad wins, but that front nine was just, oh, it was dirty. I hadn't shot better than 7 under on the front. So I literally shot like 7, 7, 7, 11, which was crazy. A hole out on 5, I was like, oh my God. And then I got the tailwind on 6, like a very slight tailwind. It was like a 3-wood at, I don't know, quarterback or something. You have flashlight focus. Yeah. I mean, the only problem, freaking Dean, is you're way better than what you think. A lot of it's just confidence. Your issue is just confidence. If you believed in yourself like other people do, you'd be fine. It's just confidence. That's a lot of it too, going into these rounds. Yesterday I felt terrible. I had this gut-wrenching feeling, and I'm sure all of you have had it before, where you just feel like, oh my God, I'm going to shoot a terrible round. Like, you just, it's not there, but you got to go anyway. And then as I got into the round, that kind of, it went away, and I got a little confidence, started hitting some dings, and things started changing. Get a good punch shot chance. Can you take a bit of time and talk through the shot, including spin? Kind of comes back to the coaching thing. I don't know. I need to think about that stuff for a little bit. I'm not sure. I love to do it. I mean, I like talking through that stuff. I really do. I greatly enjoy that piece. But I don't know. I have to weigh that. Oh God. Can't miss the easy ones. You can't miss the easy ones. And that was pretty easy. That looked like it was going to be in. I didn't hit it hard enough. But we are on 12 greens, so I don't think that would have made a huge difference, but I was playing... I have been playing 13 greens this whole time. Not that it really mattered for my first 2 shots. Oh, this driver. It's so beautiful. And then it goes in the rough on me, but it still doesn't change my mind. It stays online so much better than the other one. That driver is the scariest club I've ever hit. It's so scary. Ridiculously scary. And we go from rough to rough, but that's fine. It's the reason I started, and I'm sure it's the reason most people started watching my channel, right? And I'm sure we'll get back to that. I think we'll get back to that point. Just for right now, I'm just not comfortable with it at the moment. Just gotta clear it up for myself. Oh, I'm in the fairway. I thought I was in the rough. I felt like I needed to pull it, but not shank it. It was supposed to be a baby pull, not a big one. Oh, somebody asked me if I was going to play the Kiowa. Yeah, Spieth won. Congrats, man. That's awesome. I was checking the leaderboards just a little bit throughout the day. I was more checking the eTour leaderboards than anything, but I was checking the PGA, hoping Spieth would win. It became a 2-man race between him and Hoffman, right? That was good, though. Really good. Hopefully, I mean, that's a good sign. Did he get into... He got into Augusta, right? If you win this week, you get into Augusta, I thought is how it worked. I'm sure he's a past-time champion, so he was in anyway, but... Hopefully he has a great week. I'm still rooting for DeChambeau. He's probably my new favorite player. He's weird. Man, as weird as can be, but... He's fun to watch. I just want fun to watch. Entertain me. Alright, I'm trying to hit this spinny little shot more. I'm trying to get better at this shot. We're not there yet, though. I feel like it's really going to help my hole-out chances. If I can get better at this shot. I started eagling hole 4 a lot more since I saw you guys driving to the other fairway. It's risky, though. I mean, it is dangerous. I'll tell you, I've hit out of bounds a lot in the past, like, 5 months. I tend to hit out of bounds more. Weird. Oh, God, Jason. What are you doing? Kind of like, I'm literally thinking about other stuff while I'm playing, but it's like hole number 1 at Marion. I used to hit that tree all the time, and then one day you couldn't. So I don't know what happened there, but like number 1 at Marion used to be, if you went too far right, you'd smack it right into the tree, and then one day it was gone. Now you can't. I don't say can't, but I've never been able to hit the tree since. Tell you what you can hit the tree on, Congressional number 12. Found that out today. Oh, you can hit the tree. And it is not a kind kick. I think this is a punch. Yeah, this is a punch all day. I'm overplayed, but this round kind of sucks anyway, so not stressed too much about where we're aiming. Maybe I didn't over-aim. Felt like it should have been over-aimed. Under-aimed? Really? Alright. Don't hit the rabbit, right. So the only thing I didn't like about eTour, and this really annoyed me, like, I don't know why, maybe I shouldn't be annoyed about it, but we have 2 pins at Congressional and we only got to see 1. Like, why? What was the point of having 2 pins at Congressional if we only played the 1 pin all 4 rounds? That actually really annoyed me because, to be honest, I like the other pins. You gave me the pins I hate. I had to play pins I didn't like for all 4 rounds. Like, literally, most of the pins I enjoy on that course are the other ones. Like, I thought, oh God, I just missed another one. The pin at 2, that right pin, oh my God, it's so good. Like, you can make a really easy birdie, you can make a hole in one, or you can make a double bogey. Like, it's so good for competitive events like that. I just don't understand why it wasn't in there. What else? Hole 18, that front pin. It's a great pin. Great pin. Although hole number 4, I do like that left pin more. I like that left pin way more. Way more. Here's a shot. If you guys ever try this, this is a Jay Smithers special, another shot that he taught me. This is a fun little shot, boys and girls. It's scary as hell. 2, 3, but if you get this win, you can hit this shot. It's so fun to hit. I don't know if it'll come all the way back on 12, but obviously we don't have a round going to where it really matters, but I coached you guys on something I forgot. But anyway, we're going to let that one slide. But that's a fun little shot to hit. Yeah, greens just weren't fast enough, but if you're playing like 13, 14 greens, it'll come all the way back down. And I don't think I landed it high enough, but crazy. Just remember, if you're a new follower, they have to wait 5 minutes to talk, I think. So, yeah. There's that. So, mods, just be mindful. Quick on the bans. When in doubt, ban them out. That's what we're going with for the next week or 2. And then maybe people could put in a request to get unbanned. That's what we're going to go with. I saw something kind of cool, actually. I saw a stream with this guy. Well, he had a ton of people banned, obviously not as many as me, but he had court. I wouldn't go to this extreme, but I thought it was fun. Like, he dressed up like a judge, and people could submit requests on why they wanted to be unbanned, and then he would make a ruling. You know what I mean? I thought that was neat. Just something different. I love something a little different. That started out a little offline, but I think it's good. Hopefully it comes up short. I was not trying to go long. Yeah, that's good. Something about that putt long, I just miss it so frequently. What time we got? 9 o'clock. So we've got about 30 minutes until Josh's World Cup match. Oh, man. Oh my God, we made a putt. Holy, what? Oh my God, we did it. I think he's gonna stream it, so I'm gonna jump off like once he starts his stream. We'll host him, that way you guys can watch that. I think that's gonna be a good one. So the first round of the World Cup is Pebble Beach 18 match play. So it's gonna be a good one. Pebble Beach is fun for match play because it's like it is fun, but from a competitive standpoint, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, it gives weaker players, maybe they're not the same caliber of skill level. I think Pebble kind of puts them, especially on the front, it puts them a little bit more on even ground, in my opinion. The back nine is where the skill gap really kicks in, but the front nine, yeah, I mean, anybody can shoot 11 under on the front. I feel like a halfway average player, you know, could shoot 11 under on the front. You hate this hole? I think everyone hates this hole. I'm going to be aggressive because I have nothing left to lose, really. Kind of need a hole out. Oh, I didn't even get a heartbeat. Am I coming up short? I think it is. Ooh. All right, well, so much for aggressive. I only played about 25% wind, and that wind looked like it was probably 60. But in this view, it's like nothing. I don't know. Obviously, it came up short, so there was more wind than what I thought. I've had this putt a lot. I say that, and I'm probably gonna miss it, but I'm not gonna read it. We're just gonna guess because it doesn't matter. I think it's somewhere right here. Although that feels off, so I'm gonna go right here. There we go. World Cup is 1v1, yeah. So it's just, I think he's playing Bluey. So our first round matchup is against Southern England Lynx, SEL. We've got some tough matchups. Like we've got Penalty Box, which I think Penalty Box will be a fun one. That'll be a fun one. I think that'll be one of the more enjoyable ones, I think. There'll be some good matchups. Not a lot of people know like Penalty Box. And this will be good for the people that don't know mobile to get to know some people like the Penalty Box and some of those guys that have been mobile only clubs. So there's a lot of really good players on the mobile side that haven't quite converted over to competitive events, and they're just playing like coin room games and what's that other darn thing I don't like? Clash Wars or whatever it is. They play clashes and stuff. So I think once those guys really start to come over, competitive scene over the next year is going to be insane. I mean, this was every E-Tour bracket is always a little stressful. It's a really fun and exciting weekend, but it's also stressful. I always like, my sleep schedule's jacked up. I've been staying up till at least 3 a.m. to update the brackets and see who won and all that stuff. Like, I just got to know. I can't go to bed until I see it. I get so stoked for it. I love E-Tour weekends, and I'm happy when it's over. When it's over, I'm like, oh, thank God. But then I get excited for the next one. All right, let's do a bracket check real quick, see if we got any scores coming in. Nothing in bracket 1. We already know winners in bracket 2 and 3. Brickhouse has not played. Boyette and Thunderbird, neither. Well, we don't have scores yet. Mags and One Irony, I don't see any results. Nothing in bracket 7, nothing in bracket 8. So we are at a standstill, boys and girls. Cross-platform coming soon? I would say so, yeah. I mean, you have to now, right? So hopefully these mobile guys get the options to play everything that we've been playing. Might as well do Pebble front nine since this is where Josh and them are going to play. I might as well show them how to play it real quick. Make a bogey or two. Show them how it's really done. Show these boys how you shoot a bad score at Pebble. Put that in their head before they play. So I just had like a weird, you ever have like you're staring at the meter and I call it googly eyes, like your eyes just go nuts. Like they start bouncing. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I was hitting my shot into 11 today in the E-Tour and it was a 3 iron, 16 to 18 right to left wind. And I had googly eyes and I just pulled the ever loving piss out of it. I shouldn't have hit. Like I literally didn't see, I don't know where I clicked. My eyes went nuts right about, somewhere in here. And then I clicked. And it was like right here because I freaked out. I was like, oh God. And I just snap clicked it. Yeah, that's scary. The old googly eyes. Like you're staring at the meter and then all of a sudden they start bouncing. Ooh, this is a weird number. Huh. Guess I go full top here and just take the putt below the hole. I needed to miss ding because I was playing for a full shot, not a pop. That's a good ball. Josh is a beast on Pebble. He is. He is. Absolutely. I'd say he's a very heavy favorite. Very, very heavy favorite at Pebble. Against pretty much anybody. Tiger would have pulled up. Yeah, he would have been able to stop his swing. I couldn't. I got the googly eyes and then I freaked out and clicked. You misclick without it? Oh, I do. Oh, God, that was a bad pull. Yeah, E-Tour Club, that's probably 30 yards into the rough. That's a GG. Oh, man. Fun weekend, man. Stressful. A lot of other BS, but it was still fun. So fun. I love it. I'm a long, long way. I was thinking that the other day. I'm like, God, man. I remember when I was on like my crusade to get competitive events into WGT, reaching out to the owner, like Yu Chang Chang on Twitter, and then he responded back like, all right, get enough people interested and we'll do it. And then to where we are today. Freaking Peyton winning $50,000 last year. It's insane. Crazy. Craziness, man. He shot 16 under yesterday holding a sick baby. Yeah, he still has a sick baby. I'm sure he probably did that again today. Sure, he probably did the same exact thing today. It's crazy. I can't play. Like if I'm distracted like that, I'm out. Like I am not gonna shoot anything worth a damn. You put a screaming baby near me, I'll shoot even par. I need to be without distraction. Freaking Peyton? What, did he play? What do you mean? Peyton didn't have a screaming baby. Okay, not a good round going here. Got a birdie that... I got an eagle too, which I didn't do. Are these heavy wins? No, these are moderate. Okay. I'm so used to congressional. I'm like, oh, this is heavy wins. No, it's not. It's just regular old moderate. Question for the group. I just now hit level 100. Worth the upgrade? Worth credit? I'll tell you this, Master. If you look at my profile and my equipment, I use the 97 irons. I own the hundreds. I don't use them. It might be coaching. I don't know. But I use the 97 irons. I can tell you that. I think they're both good irons. I only go with this because the meter's slower. So if you're really good at hitting the meter, then maybe the hundreds are good for you. Technically, they have better stats. I haven't seen it. I think it plays exactly the same, except the meter's slower on this one. So that's why I went with these irons. I think the irons are literally identical in mishits and everything, except you get a little more better meter speed out of these. So that's the sole reason I went to them. I actually owned the hundreds and then bought the 97s, and I love them. I love these irons. Like I said, I think just depends. Yeah, wait till a free rental weekend. That's a good idea. You got the Masters coming up, so we'll have free rentals next week. At least we have in the past. I would say it's highly, highly likely. I don't want to commit to saying yes, we will, but every other year we've had free rentals during the Masters. So you don't have to wait long. So that's something to think about. If you guys are grinding levels too and you want to try clubs, you better grind this week because you got free rentals coming up. That was a terrible shot. Still can't ding this 64 wedge. I feel like it's flying. I would really love it if they would come out with a Callaway version of this because my meter speed's so different between the three wedges. But like my 75 and my 100 are 1 meter speed, and the 64 is like lightning quick to me. Hope so. Might make you. Oh, that's true. Yeah. So I didn't think about that. So technically, if you wanted to get any clubs, period, you could rent them during free rental weekend, and then you get the 10% off, right? That's a life hack right there. That's smart. There's one way to get irons cheaper. Or anything cheaper. Good call. All right, we're going for the hole out. Not going to be a hole out, but it should be close. Ooh, that had some zippy on it. Zippy, zippy, zippy. You know, I can't convert over to that 50-yard wedge. I love my 60. I already moved from my 80 because of the E-Tour. I refuse to give up my 60-yard wedge. Refuse. I will not do it. It is too good. I'm way too comfortable with that club now. That was a wretched putt, by the way. I am putting awful. That was another easy putt I missed. That's okay. Looks like Josh just went live, so we've got like 10 minutes or so. I'll wrap this ready to go up, and then we're going to raid Josh. So obviously, if you're on Facebook and YouTube, it won't go over to a stream, but you can go to twitch.tv/WGTJSmithers and watch him play his World Cup. Should be a good one. He's going to play way better than what I'm playing right now, I promise. Pretty sure they both will. Pretty sure you can expect both players to be doing way better than me. This is a good decompression round after a long weekend of E-Tour grinding. Yeah, I needed a good bounce. It was all up to the kick, and boy, I just did not get any release out of that whatsoever. Jeez. I thought I'd get a little, for the Lord mercy. Okay. Oh, I thought I had it. No. That was so firm. Darn it. You know, I just thought. I didn't make a single pitch in the E-Tour. Thank you, Travis. I did not make a single pitch in during the E-Tour, to my knowledge. No, I didn't. But I didn't. I actually only had. I only missed the green one time, 2 times. Well, one or two. I missed the fairway on 3 on day 2. Felt like I hit the green though. No, I went over the green. But yeah, I only had 2 chips or pitches, and I missed them both. I almost made the pitch today on 16. I had a nice tailwind, and I was like, I'm just throwing it long. Like the game plan is don't mess with coming in the bunker. Like just launch it long and pitch it in, which I did, and then I just the pitch was dead center of the hole, and I left it short. I gave it way too much respect. So it was dead center and like 8 inches short or something like that. I had too much respect for the hole. Gotta miss that late. I did not play enough wind. Nope. I don't even think the late helped. Nah. I got lazy. Always punch from the tee here. Yeah, I know a lot of guys do a pitching wedge punch here, and I think it's really successful. I think into a headwind, I do something similar. I don't want to say, but I do other stuff. Play in New Zealand. Question: what's wrong with the scoring when playing with friends? It shows the wrong player stats. Oof, that's actually the first I've heard of that. I have not heard of that before. I know there is an issue with the hotkeys not working. That is a known issue. I don't know when that'll be fixed, but I haven't heard of that issue. That's something I would email WGT about because they may not even be aware of that. they might not even know about that. So I would email members. I think it's members@worldgolftour.com. But I will. I'll take a note on that, and I will talk to them about that as well. So I'll send them a message. You're really struggling, not? Yeah, I am. It's true. This is very, very true. I'm just so used to doing it one way. I mean, okay, so I'll say this one last point. Like, I have literally, I mean, I'm guilty. I'm just as guilty. I've asked my chat, what do you think I should hit this shot before? And I've taken advice. And some of the people that were complaining have literally begged to caddy for me. Literally. And if you've been in this chat, you know that's true. So it's just crazy. I'm like, literally, I'm just as guilty. I've literally asked chat what to hit certain shots. And not very often, but there's been times I've hit what they said. I mean, it doesn't make it right because it's me, you know? Wrong is wrong, regardless of who it is. I don't even want to talk to Casey right now. Like, I'm literally playing Pebble, which is the course that Casey just absolutely derailed me and undressed me at. And that just brought back bad memories. So, thanks, Casey. Thanks for that, buddy. Literally, this is the course I got just dismantled on. He absolutely throttled me here. It was ugly. That was so bad. I gotta go cry. Oh, God. That was really bad. Now you got me thinking about that round. I literally went into that round thinking I was going to kill Casey. Honestly. And that was the issue. It was my hubris that got me. I went in feeling like I'm going to undress him on Pebble. And then he just smacked me around like a baby. I mean, just, oof. It was bad. It was bad. He almost, yeah, it probably did make me cry. I don't know. No, not really, but I was happy for him. That was tough. That's tough. Very tough. That was a tough one. That was a tough loss. It'll never happen again. You did wax me. I mean, you can't deny that. No one can argue that. You did to me here what I did to Peyton here. I waxed Peyton here 5 up, and I think you beat me like 4 up. Oh, if I ding that, that's in. Ooh, it's not good. All right, boys, we got a couple minutes. Let's see where Josh is at. I don't know. He probably started streaming. Nice round today, Chef UF. First official hole-in-one in ages. Made a hole-in-one in the E-Tour. Probably misdinged it by a mile. What the hell? All right. Although I got away with some shots in the E-Tour. Literally. I hit a couple of bad shots, but I hit them in the right spot. And they ended up, like, I think in round 3, I hit a really bad shot. Like, I was like, oh no. It's one of those you click it and you're like, you instantly feel sick to your stomach. And then you get the thump. And you're like, okay, it's not that bad. And then it almost goes in. You're like, yeah, I meant to do that. I had one of those in round 3 that was just, I'm so glad no one saw it because it was embarrassing how good it was. Okay, so we are going to host Mr. Jay Smithers while he plays his World Cup match. Good luck to him. Hope it is a spirited match and they play better than I did. Everybody else, like I said, if you want to watch him, you can go to twitch.tv/WGTJSmithers. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for just being good people. And see you guys tomorrow.